Let me show you a watch today that was given by the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the founding father of the UAE, to a naval officer who wore it for most of his career. We're speaking about this Rolex reference 15000, Oyster Perpetual date, 35mm automatic with plexiglass. And we have here a UAE Armed Forces dial in there. The story. This watch was gifted in 1986, this watch was gifted by Sheikh Zayed, the late Sheikh Zayed, to this naval officer, Captain Hussein, who was operating. He was captain on the Marwa ship from the Royal Squadron, which was responsible for transporting supplies to the surrounding islands, such as Dalma and Serbanias. Serbanias, interestingly, was not inhabited by humans, but only by animals. This shows a big love from the Sheikh for animals. It's now a big wildlife park. And Pakistan, Iran, and it was operating in the Persian Gulf. So this watch was worn 24/7 by Captain Hussein on his operations during his service for the government. The watch is in absolute raw condition, means that he never cared for doing a service, he never cared for doing a polish. This watch was worn from 1986 until 2004. The clasp of the bracelet broke and he just put it in his locker and forgot about it. He brought it to us yesterday and we saw the condition is absolute incredible. The watch looks very scratched up, but it's not beaten up. The case is unpolished. The dial is mint with original luminous material. I think a nice big service overhaul for the movement can bring it back to life. A new plexiglass, or maybe we can buff it out, and a new bracelet, or you change to a leather strap. Now what we found out as well, and we only find out these things out when we speak to the first owners of people who've gotten watches like these, he never received any papers. And that was a question by me, because a lot of clients ask me for these watches with papers and they hardly ever come up. There's two types of watches. One that are given as a gift by the royal family, by the army, to delegates, Marine Air Force officers, and so on. Those watches, to my knowledge, never had any papers. And then there's those watches which were over-ordered by the government, by the royals, and they went back to the retailer. The retailer in Abu Dhabi, Mohammed Rasul Khouri, sold those watches, stamped the papers. There's different provenance. Both watches are cool. I think the watches with the story are a little bit nicer. This watch is a watch that could be, it has been through a lot, and I think it can be a nice companion, daily companion. It's been offered for a very attractive price. We're gonna list it on the website soon. If you're interested, get in touch. It's a really cool watch with a cool story.